Hi Aquarius, welcome to your week ahead reading for week commencing 25th of November. Just before we start the reading, it's really cold and windy in the UK here today, very stormy, Storm Bert I think it's called, and so if you can hear the wind then that's what it is. So I thought, yeah, I'll just get the jumpers out because it's freezing, get in my tarot room, all nice and cozy, ready to do your readings, which is what I absolutely love. Okay, Aquarius, let's see. Hope you've had a great week. Let's see what's coming up for you next week. So dear spirit guides and angels, please join me in this reading for Aquarius and make it helpful, hopeful and healing. Thank you. Okay, general energy is the Three of Wands, opportunity, Seven of Swords. The Page of Wands is your challenge. The Hermit is what you don't see coming, and the Page of Pentacles is in your advice and outcome. So the Three of Wands, for some of you, this is literally traveling abroad. Some of you maybe will having to travel next week for work or even for fun. But for others, this is about actually putting plans into place and seeing things come, you know, seeing the fruits of your labour, if you like, the hard work that you've done and the planning that you've done. And actually, you know, if you've said you're going to, I don't know, open a shop, you're actually opening your shop next week. Or you said, you know, that's a really terrible example because that's not going to be for very many people, but you never know. So yeah, it's about actually putting those and making those decisions and putting, you know, and laying them as a foundation to something. Seven of Swords is in your opportunity. Now, the Seven of Swords is a very deceitful energy. You can see he's collected up all the swords. He's running away from camp. He's tiptoeing. And so the message of this card is always about maybe there's somebody behind your back being sneaky, cutting you off from communication, because swords are the mental suit, about communication, logic, ideas. And this is somebody stealing things from you. As an opportunity, it could be, it can even be, like, I haven't explained that very well. So the other side to this card, I always say, is if this is you, then it could possibly be that you are keeping things to yourself simply because the time hasn't been right to say anything. For instance, so if you are thinking of, I don't know, moving house, but it's been on your mind, but there's no point saying anything yet because you haven't got your ducks in order. So as an opportunity, I feel this is you having an opportunity to get something off your chest that perhaps you've kept from somebody. And I don't know if that's in a sneaky manner, only you know that. Yeah. But that could all change when we clarify, because the other side to that, it could be it coming to light that somebody's kept something from you. But anyway, let's have a look. Page of Wands is your challenge. Now, the Page of Wands is somebody could be a young person, could be a child, or it can be an adult, but very immature. They're very creative. They're very determined, and they would be a rule breaker, let's say. So there could be somebody around you that is not really listening to something that you're wanting to say. Or it could be you again trying to get something across to somebody and it's just falling on deaf ears. The Hermit is here. So the Hermit's come out quite a lot these readings. And that's about taking yourself off, taking a step back, reevaluation, looking at your life, looking at all aspects of a decision maybe. But it can also mean that you are literally going to be taken away from a situation. Or again, I'm very drawn to this overall energy of some of you perhaps are moving or contemplating moving abroad or moving. which could possibly be affecting the Page of Wands as a child, maybe their education, and there's things like that for some of you to think about. Or even somebody who's just, just started their business, for instance. It's in its early days. And then you've got the Page of Pentacles in your advice and outcome. Now, the Page of Pentacles, again, another page, is about relearning something, going back to learning something. It could be studying, it could be kids going back to university, college, but it can also be that you, in order to progress, have this Three of Wands, you're going to need to do like a refresher course, or you're going to need to relearn something. Interesting, Aquarius. Let's have a look. What's going on here? Three of Wands. Why do we have the Three of Wands here? Please and thank you for Aquarius. Can simply mean with this Three of Wands, you want to move on. And with that Seven of Swords in your opportunity is an opportunity for you to be honest with somebody and tell them that's what you want, maybe. Well, let's have a look. Again, it doesn't have to be a relationship. It can be work, because Wands are our passions and our creations, our creativity, our determination, which can obviously be within a relationship or within a work situation. So let's see. Why do we have the Three of Wands here, please and thank you? I said earlier, the cards really are not coming out very much. It's almost like they're being the Seven of Swords at the moment, keeping all the information to themselves. Okay, that's clarified by the Four of Wands. Wow. The Hanged Man and the Moon. Now, the Hanged Man is in reverse. The Four of Wands is also a card of moving. So this is a very strong energy here of maybe there's something on your mind next week that's going to give you this clarification, perhaps, for moving for some of you. For others, this is about a happy home, celebration, also stability. Now, with the Moon card, has come up with that too. Major Arcana attributed to Pisces. The Moon card is all about confusion and things coming to the surface. And again, exactly the same as the Seven of Swords. Yeah, there's somebody making a decision here to do with moving, to do with the house for some of you. Very strong message here. Whatever it is, there's things coming to the surface next week, things coming off your chest. And plans, literally, you can see the plans and you can visualize a future, I want to say. The Hanged Man is in reverse. Now, the Hanged Man in the upright is all about take a step back, don't rush in, look at things from a different perspective. With that, with the Moon card, which is about confusion and things not being as clear as, and there could be some level of, what do I want to say? Well, you think something's going to be amazing. What's the word? Illusion. It's like you're under an illusion. Especially with the Hanged Man in reverse, it's saying that you haven't actually maybe thought of it from every angle. Now, the Seven of Swords is, again, an opportunity for you to get something off your chest, reveal something, especially with that Moon there. So we've got, that's clarified by the Page of Pentacles again. I think there's a big decision on children here. We've got 3 pages now. Or there's the children are on your mind for next week to do with this move or this new perspective that you have. So the Queen of Pentacles is here. Now she's really stable, grounded, and resourceful. This is a very interesting reading. It's not kind of, we've got the King of Wands, and he's the exact opposite. It's like you've got, are you battling with this Queen of Pentacles who's quite happy where she is? She's not really one to venture. She's nice and grounded. She likes things all nice and orderly. She's very nurturing as well, very, very motherly, and wants to give everybody everything. Very generous with her money. I've got a feeling that some of you, I feel like you are the King of Wands here. I mean, traditionally speaking, your suit is swords, so maybe you'd be the King of Swords. But in this instance, I feel like you're the one wanting to grab the bull by the horns and move on and do something. And I feel like you've kept it from the Queen of Pentacles, but there's an opportunity for you to discuss this and get it off your chest. You've got the Page of Pentacles, again, another child, I feel, or something to do with discussing the children and how they can perhaps learn, go to better quality education, or you having to go and revisit something that you've done before that you need to learn about again. And that Queen of Pentacles, I really feel like you're keeping it from her. So the Page of Wands is your challenge. For some of you, it's a case of maybe, you're both wanting to move on, going together, now that the children are grown up and left the nest, so to speak. For others, it is just something that you want to move on, maybe independently from somebody. But the Page of Wands would be a consideration. As a person, there would be, yeah. Okay, we've got, that's clarified by the Lovers, the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is you having to juggle something. And again, there's options that you can't make your mind up over. Do I, and I think it's because of this Page of Wands, kind of like putting a spanner in the works for you. If the Page of Wands is you, then it'll be an energy of you wanting to, again, start again with a business idea or start again. But there's something stopping you, that you've got a blockage, because I think you're having to juggle children, family, work, because the Eight of Pentacles is about you really making your mind up, getting focused, removing yourself from all the distractions, if you like, in life, and just being determined to reach that goal. Now, that's what you want, but I think the consideration is a relationship here too. It's like, yeah, look at that. You're trying to balance the work side of it and the relationship side of it. That Page of Wands is, again, it could be you really wanting to have this idea, but feeling very frustrated because you're having to try and almost convince somebody. Now, the Hermit is about self-reflection and taking time out and having a good think. But with the Hanged Man in reverse, I feel like you haven't done that. Maybe because you just think, you know what, I've been hanging around far too long. This has been going around in your head for so long. And now it's like, right, something's got to change. Let's see, why do we have the Hermit here? Now, when we get the Hermit, also, I always take note of what's to the left of the Hermit, because that's where he's shining his lantern, and it's the Page of Wands. So it's like he's highlighting, yes, let's get this part sorted out, get this blockage sorted out, and, you know, maybe things will, because the Page of Pentacles is your advice and outcome, and that's about, yeah, going back to learning. Wow, this is... Okay, so this is clarified by the Devil. This is you feeling tied to a situation. But maybe with this Hermit coming in, this energy of needing a bit of self-reflection is going to allow you to take those ties off. It's going to allow you to feel a bit more free from the situation, because we've got the Ten of Swords. Now, the Ten of Swords is the end of really a mental struggle. And you can see that it's a very dark looking card. However, you can see he's turning his head towards the sunrise, and there's light on the horizon. And again, we've got the light with the Hermit. And then we've got the World card. And again, it's the end of something. Something's come to a close. It's ready for something new to begin. This is so interesting. I really feel that, yeah, again, it's the energy of trying to convince somebody. Page of Pentacles is here in your outcome. And again, it's about going back to learning. Maybe some of you will have to start a different job and have a new, go on a course for it. Some of you just may have to be more focused on the finances, because it's going to be a new start, a new focus, a new venture. Let's have a look. Page of Pentacles, why are you here? Clarified by the Ace of Swords, Six of Swords, and the High Priestess. Oh, it's just giving me goosebumps. So the Ace of Swords is mental clarity. It's like you'd see clear. Yeah, it's just having this Tadar moment and knowing a focus and clear way of thinking about it. You've got the Six of Swords. It's about leaving stressful times behind and moving on to calmer waters. And then you've got the High Priestess. This is about gut instinct. Maybe you feel like the time is right, because I really feel like this has been on your mind for a while, Aquarius. But now you feel like the time is right for some reason. And you should trust that too. We should always, always trust our gut instincts. Really interesting. So let's have a look. Tea leaf cards are the ones that we're going to do. These are fortune cards that I bought last week. Absolutely fell in love with these. I saw another tarot card reader using them, and that's how I find my cards. You know, you will just get this spark of like, oh my gosh, I've got to have them, and then I have to have them like the next day. So we're going to ask, that because there's 100, I've split them into two piles. I'm going to ask for one card from this pile and one card from the other pile. So what other messages are there, please, and thank you, for Aquarius? What other messages are there, please, and thank you for it? Thank you. And one more, please. So we've got desk. Pay attention to your work. So again, this is about focusing, and that's what your challenge was. You couldn't focus. You couldn't see the end goal for with this Page of Wands, and it's having to juggle between the two. And then Spear, heartache over what you no longer have. Interesting. So it's that there could be, this could be the contributing thing that goes for you next week, thinking, yeah, it's gone on for long enough. Something happens. There is that spark of inspiration for you. So that's really interesting. I hope you enjoyed that, Aquarius, as much as I did. Thank you so much for your your support, your kind words. I know I say it every week, but I really truly mean it. And I hope you have a great week, and I'll catch up with you next week.